All right, everybody. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series 49, Transformers Bumblebee, the Transformers first live-action movie. Just this artwork of Bumblebee from the movie. He's got his battle mask deployed. Same artwork on all three sides there. The bottom, you just have the barcode and some stuff. And here's the back. Big screen inspired design, scale, and detail backdrop, whatever. Then the backdrop's actually a city tunnel switch. It's when he changed from the old Clunker Bee to the what was it, the 08 or 07 concept Camaro. Bumblebee trades his clunker look for something shiny and new. And then, of course, you can take out this display stand thing. It also has instructions, and you can see this, just like the tunnel and the newer Camaro that he turned into, and pretty cool. I don't really care too much for these display-based things. I usually just leave them in the box. The instructions, I'm actually going to pull the instructions out real quick. The details on the instructions aren't the greatest. I mean, there's some places where you can't really tell what you're doing. It's all in this gray scale with the red going over. But I mean, for the most part, they work. Comes with an accessory. Comes with this, looks like his gun from the movie that his hand transforms into. It's all cast in black plastic. If I can keep my hands on it, good lord. Yeah. It's got these two tabs here, and 5mm peg with a 3mm post sticking out the end of it. And that's so you can just like plug it into the back here, and you can store it in robot mode. I mean, if that does any kind of thing for you, but I prefer just to leave it somewhere. I don't use it much, or leave it on him. I do wish it would have been molded in the same gray plastic. That would have been a lot better than this black plastic, but I guess they had to use it for something other than the feet, wheels, and the crotch. This is a good figure. Don't get me wrong, I'm not super enthused by like the movie designs, but I wanted to take a look at this because it's a really good figure. I think it's the best movie Bumblebee we've gotten in the deluxe scale throughout all the movies. So I mean, it's not bad. It cleans up pretty decently. He actually has the smaller wings that fold down. So he's nice. I do wish they would have worked in a battle mask that flipped down and flipped back up. However, if you don't want to keep his battle mask face, this head is the same size, and the back portion is the same sculpt as the Clunker Bee, which has the regular face rather than the battle mask face. That said, I don't really care for this gun. I wish they would have done it in a gray plastic. That said, you could always, like, I don't know, put some dry brush silver weathering on it or something to make it look a bit better, but as it is, it's just a piece of black plastic, and I don't really care too much for it. Alright, for articulation, we're kind of going in reverse order on this video because I want to show how tedious the transformation kind of is from robot mode to vehicle mode. It's a bit difficult. Like, turning him from vehicle to robot is a bit easier due to the fact that you're just exploding a car. But turning him from robot mode to vehicle mode and getting everything to fit perfectly and fit nicely is a bit of a challenge. And even that said, it's kind of hard for me to get him to roll in vehicle mode because some of the junk, like these pieces here on his arms, kind of hang lower than the wheels sometimes. Anyway, articulation. His head's on a ball joint, so he can look up a bit. He can look down, and then his head can rotate from side to side. You can't get any further than that, which, I mean, that's fine. That's a perfect amount of articulation for the head, just back and forth there. And I don't really think he has to look up much further than that. Most of the Decepticons he's fighting are closer to eye level with him, like Soundwave and Barricade. Let's see. The shoulders are on like a hinge due to the transformation, as well as a ball joint. So due to this, the shoulder pads, just the size of them, you can't really get much up unless you like pull his arm at an angle here, but you can get down pretty far. And if you don't like his arms like sticking way out like that, you can actually pull them down and kind of tuck them in a little bit. I think that looks pretty cool too. It doesn't look bad. His shoulder, or his elbow, that's his shoulders. His elbows are on a ball joint, so that provides the swivel there. You know, it's a ball joint that goes down into the forearm, so it provides a nice, you know, swivel for the bicep as well as the bend for the elbow. 90 degrees. These panels do move in and out for transformation, so depending on how you like that look, they're supposed to be sticking out for robot mode. No ab crunch. It does have a waist swivel, albeit this is a very, very thin piece of plastic that this mushroom peg is on. Based on how he transforms, it's just a really thin, you know, I can't get some light in there. Yeah, you can see how thin that is. And that's what the mushroom peg's on. So actually, you can get sideways flex out of his, and that's kind of, I don't know. I think they should have made it a sturdier plastic. As it is, it's that, you know, kind of softer feeling plastic, so it doesn't feel like it'll break unless you like push it to an extreme. However, this swivel terrifies me because I don't think that's gonna last very long, especially since you have to twist his waist all the way around to transform him. So with smaller children, like 8 years, which is the preferred age, like the preferred minimum age, any younger than that, they would break this thing in a heartbeat probably. That being said, his hips are on ball joints as well, so they can do like the full range of motion. Not a full split, but it's far enough. These panels do move around too if you need them to. The knee bends at this weird point back here. It breaks up the look. It honestly breaks up the look. So I don't like putting him in, you know, super dynamic poses because you got like that knee joint and it looks terrible. Swivel in the thigh, and I twisted right out. Some of this stuff, like this, doesn't have a solid locking point. So this is just on a ball joint, and it doesn't have a solid locking point, so it bangs up against this panel if you're not careful. And then also, like, this foot on mine does not lock into place, and like it seems like the bar is too thick at this point to clip on. So that could just be my copy, but like I said, I do think this is one of the best Bumblebees in the deluxe scale, but it does have some faults. It's Definitely not a masterpiece figure. And then yeah, like you get like a bit of an ankle tilt here if you want to use that as an ankle tilt. It doesn't lock into place, so this kind of holds it in place when he's standing in a static pose. But if you want to use that as an ankle tilt, you can use that as an ankle tilt. It's just kind of high up in comparison where his ankles should be. So that's it for articulation. We can take a look at his back. Like I said earlier, pretty clean. I like how these lines go across here. Looks pretty cool. Just a whole hood on his back, but it's not a big, huge folded up chunk of car. It's like you can see the hood, you can see like the grill here and also the faux grill here, but that doesn't bother me too much. And then it tucks up nicely up inside underneath, which is really nice. I like how that tucks in there. It's pretty cool. If you want to move these around, like they're on a swivel here, you can move these here. You can open or pull the doors away a bit like that if you want. I do wish this had some paint on it. I can do that myself, but like a little bit of like gray paint or silver paint or something would look great in there. So yeah, like you can kind of pose this stuff however you want on him. Just kind of make him look how you like him. These could have been painted yellow. I think it might be... Is it that unpaintable plastic that they claim? Yeah, it's kind of that unpaintable plastic that they use. I don't know why they continue to use that in parts like that, but I mean, like there's details there that should be painted. Realistically, all this should be like yellow. I'm just kind of looking over here in this picture for reference. And then like these pieces, if they could find a way to fold these so that these aren't sticking out like the fender above the wheel, because I'm fine with the wheels being where they're at, if only like they were squeezed in a bit. That's kind of the only thing I can think of, and we've completely gone out of focus. All right, so the only thing left to do right now is to transform him. 39 steps for a deluxe. So bear that in mind. 39 steps for a deluxe. This isn't for younger kids. This is more for adult collectors, teenage collectors, but like, you know, between 8 and 12. I don't know if this would be the best option. So anyway, to transform him, and actually I'll go by the instructions to show you guys, you know, kind of how it wants you to do it. Okay, so this is to... Okay, already I'm confused because it's showing, I don't know, like what that's supposed to be showing. Open the door wings. Are you supposed to splay them out like that? And like close them down for the instructions? I don't know. Then fold these panels out. And then you want to come in here and you want to try not to pop this joint off here. I mean, it is just, you know, frictioned on, but they want you to pull this out. And mine has a natural tendency to want to pop off too, so you pull that out, flip it all the way straight like that, and then flip out this panel. Oops. All right, and then okay, I forgot about this. So in the transformation, his waist will swivel and his lower legs. So you want to swivel his lower legs first. Why does that one keep popping out? And then swivel his waist. And like you can see there, like this is a thin mushroom peg in there. I'm afraid to even try and pop it off. Alright, so now it says to pull the feet out all the way. kind of have to turn them, pull them out more. And then you want to pull these rear windshields out on both sides. And now it wants to, this is a joint that does lock, so you gotta kind of unlock it. There's a, let's see if I can get it in there. There's a notch there that tab goes into on both sides. Oh man, it always feels like it might break there. And then fold the feet in. Now here's something, they don't even, like, they haven't even told you to, oh yeah, they did it back here. So I missed a step. So yeah, fold those out. So a lot of these are easy to miss steps like that was. And then you want to fold these in. Now you gotta put this wheel past here. So it doesn't like show a very good graphic of it, but kind of have to tilt it inward, get it in there, and then turn it back down. On the other side as well. Tilt it in, get it in there, and tilt it back down. Now you flip it over, and then you want to rotate these around. And then tuck them back in, like that. And then tuck these, and they will tab into the sides there as well. And then snap the legs together. And the legs snap together in several places. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 tabs, and then there's one on the feet that doesn't really work very well. So you just get it all lined up and they squeeze together pretty easily. And I hate the feet on this guy. Wish they would have done something better with that, but it is what it is. So now we're going to push these down if they haven't gone down by themselves. Just push those in. Rotate them back. Bring down his chest. Bring up his chest. And what it doesn't show also is, like, when you bring his chest up, it naturally wants to push the doors back. So you can't bring it up as high as they show in the instructions without pushing the doors back and getting in the way of the arms. And then that also, like, locks this in place, makes it hard to get out. So I'm just going to pull that out a little bit just to get it out of the way. Now this isn't in the instructions. Alright, you want to open this panel now. Bring these little armatures down that have the arms attached to them. Alright, like so. And go to the other side of the instructions. Swing these in like this now. Alright, now we can move up to this chest. And this chest is actually pretty cool because it like collapses in from the vehicle mode, but you kind of want to unsnap it and then pull it out. So unsnap and pull it out. Another part that's kind of tricky. They're small pieces. Alright, and then okay, that's just saying to straighten them out. Bring the doors down, like so. Bring this up all the way and fold it down like so. Now it wants you to bring the roof up. Now look, if you're not holding everything else in place, it wants to move with the roof. So that just comes down over that. Alright. And then to lock that in place, we're just gonna like bring these up and they will tab on to the sides gently, Like, they're not gonna solidly lock in until we close these up, but you know, they have a place where they go, and it's already oriented with this bumper. All right, and now now the instructions are finally telling you to push this back of the roof back, but it's already down. Like, once you start lining things up, it wants to line itself up. So, and you want to bring these forward slightly, just slightly, so you can bring the arms up and kind of line those up just right. Where's it at? There's like a tab or a notch here that the tab around the neck portion's supposed to go around. There it goes. But like, the plastic flexes just so much that sometimes it doesn't want to line up properly, and okay, then you want to bring these in, and they will lock that whole front section together. The side panels here. Sorry, my hands are in the way. This is a bit of a small figure too. Like, I think this is about as small as the deluxe knockout was from Transformers Prime. And like, these arms and the feet like collide with each other so bad. Like, they want to take up the same real estate in there, so it makes it kind of difficult. And then you just swing the doors back. Now, it just shows swinging the doors back, but really, you have a tab here, and a slot here, and then a slot here. Is that... What is this? Is that just a useless tab? It doesn't even plug into anything. Never even noticed that. Yeah, and then you have a useless tab here, so you got a tab here that goes into the arm. You got a slot here, a tab here that goes into the arm, a slot here on this piece that goes onto this small tab here, and then a slot up here that goes into this tab up here on the roof. So you definitely make sure that that first one is done. And then this is all clear plastic, so getting it back apart is extra scary because clear plastic is prone to breakage easily. And you just do the same on the other side. Same 3 tabs, same 3 slots. And just squeeze it together, I guess. And you can see like the gaps on this side here versus this side. This side's gap is kind of, you know, noticeable, but this side is way worse. I might have to shave down the tab on that side. And like, everything squeezes together nicely, but it feels, you can see, look at that. See how low those parts by the elbow hang down. They hang lower than the front wheel. So when you try to roll it, it's scraping. And actually, look. 2 of the wheels aren't even on the ground. It's a good figure in robot mode. I will give it that. Vehicle mode, it doesn't want to do it right. So, your discretion. If you like it in his vehicle mode, if you like to roll your vehicle modes around, like your Transformers around in vehicle mode, first of all, he's got paint here that's gonna scrape like crazy on those parts that hang down way too low. And then like, this door wants to keep popping out. Nothing wants to line up. And you can see how that just popped off. It's not even tabbed in right now. Like, it's tabbed in down here. Yeah, I don't know. Like, just nothing wants to stay tabbed in on that side. And the feet don't want to stay tabbed together. They want to take up the real estate that the arms are in. So really, if you want him for robot mode, buy it. It's great for robot mode. Vehicle mode, it's not stellar. Then this just plugs into the back. That's the best they can do for weapon storage. Which, I mean, all of his robot junk takes up everything inside the car. So, it makes sense. So, complete honest review. He's good in robot mode. I'd say the best robot mode deluxe Bumblebee from the movie line so far. Vehicle mode, not great. So if you're going to buy him for the vehicle mode, you're going to buy him to roll around and stuff like that. Don't even bother. If you're buying him for the robot mode and just posing him, I mean, there's certain poses too, because the knees look terrible. And they didn't even use the gray plastic for the knee like they show on the box. They used yellow. Like the rest of, not even the rest of the car color yellow. I mean like a brighter yellow. So, I don't even think that yellow's used anywhere else on the vehicle except for those two things here. And it's a different shade of yellow than the actual car itself, which is also a different shade of yellow from these pieces here, which is this whole armature of unpainted or unpaintable plastic that they have inside there. So the yellow unpaintable plastic, you have this yellow hinge, which is probably also unpaintable plastic. This panel here, which is, I can't tell if it's the same as that or if it's the same as this. It looks like neither, honestly. It doesn't come across on camera very well. You can tell where the painted door is, like the painted plastic is, where they painted over the clear plastic. The rims look nice. The rims look really nice. Also, they kind of left out the Camaro detailing here. I don't know if it's because how these parts are so tight together. It does have the gas cap, so that's cool. We got the little gills, little air intake things back here, or whatever it is, this that they call it. It does have some nice streamlining. I do like that they picked out the headlights in like a bluish gray, and the rest of this is black, and then the gold, and they even painted black here and black down here. I wish they would have done the bluish gray down here though. That'd be cool. In the fog lights. The back's painted decently. These should have been like amber. It would have been nice if they'd put like white here. You know, just little things. But that's red. There should have been silver in between the red. Let's see if I can look at the car here. Oh no, I guess not. It should have been a silver logo, but I was thinking some of the newer ones. The bottom could have been black instead of yellow. Yeah, he looks good in robot mode. Looks decent in vehicle mode. So, not to stretch this out any further than it has to be. Like I said, you want it for robot mode, get it for robot mode. If you want it for vehicle mode, find a better Bumblebee for vehicle mode. I mean, even the Battle Blades Bumblebee's vehicle mode, I think, looks better than this one. I guess that's going to be all for today, for this episode. So thanks for watching. This has been Weston, Weston's Toys and Collectibles. And until next time, till all are one.